Agrede, eni pagba wa kodide. Agrede, eni pagba wa kodide. Agrede, eni pagba wa kodide. Ibao, 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 kama juba kato pereri, kama juba kato pereri. Ibao, 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 kama juba katuberi, kama juba katuberi. returned.
Exactly.
Now go what you did. We have returned. Greetings, people. This one is for the ancestors. You know, we need the strength in this time. So, this is what we have been doing all the time. We must continue to deal with our culture and pay respect to that which came before us and move forward into the future. So, tonight is the first one of many. What we're saying is, at 9 o'clock, every Sunday, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, we must remember those who came before us. So this is for the ancestors. 9 o'clock, every Sunday, we will be here at the village, paying respects to our ancestors, those who came before us. Because we cannot move forward into the future without keeping this alive. This is what has got us this far and will move us into the future. So we call libation, we say Asheo, Asheo. You give thanks to the Most High and the ancestors, all those that came before us. And we call for guidance in these challenging times. But we must also welcome change that is coming, because we need change. We've been fighting for change. We need change. Yeah? So, in the reasoning about when a thing's going to go back to normal, we're saying there is no normal. There was no normal. There's only change. Change is the only constant. As we move into that change, we must get a better change for our community, our environment, and the world that we live in. So, this is calling our ancestors for the future. That cannot be the same. That cannot be what we know as normal. Yeah? That normal can no longer be normal. So we call on our ancestors to move forward in this time. So we're asking that 9 o'clock every Sunday, we come together wherever we are. That means you don't have to be online. What we're trying to do now also is develop beyond the social media. You know, how we used to communicate before there was mobile phones, before there was television, before there was any of this stuff that we are now dependent on. When the social media gets cut off, then it will be another problem. We must learn how to recommunicate now and learn how to be able to correspond and work with each other without this technology. While the technology is on, let's have this conversation and let's start off by tuning in with each other spiritually, telepathically, and develop the parts of ourselves that we know are part of our core that we have forgotten, that we need to bring back. Let's start to develop that now, so no matter whatever happens in the future, yeah, we have developed the tools we need to move forward. If you agree, say Asheo.
Asheo.
Asheo. All right. So, people, 9 o'clock every Sunday, let's remember our ancestors and vision the future that we want, not what is being forced upon us. Let's create, because we are the creators. We can create the future that we want. So let's do that. Every 9 o'clock on Sunday, wherever you are, stop, take a minute for your ancestors. Remember those who came before us. Remember those that have recently passed. Remember those who, when we remember them, their energy is with us. Yeah, never forget that. We must stand in our power. So we do this for the ancestors, for those who come before us. Also for those who are facing their challenges now. Yeah? And for the good health and the good mental health and strength, spiritual mind and body of our community. Yeah? The drum song is very important. The sound of the drum is very important. The rhythm of our heartbeat is vitally important for our health and well-being. So we consider this essential work. Speak drums, tell a real story.
We got, hello everybody. My name is Demba. I'm very thankful to be here and share this amazing. I'm not gonna say news, but I'm gonna say pray. when we pray, we have to put our heart together. If we want what we're praying to happen, we have to put our hands and our heart and our body and our soul together to pray for one thing. Nowadays, a lot of things are going in the world. But what we're gonna say about it is we've been seeing a lot before. It's not the first thing we've been seeing. Back then we've been holding to our ancestor drums and our ancestor dance, our ancestor singing, our ancestor saying. They always give us one advice, which is don't give up. Don't give up to yourself, don't give up to people, don't give up to connect with people. Which is, we have to connect no matter what happens. If we're connecting online as live, we're supposed to feel that's real in our heart. And to be honest, it's going to be real. The connection is inside us. We hear, we see each other from the phone or not. We always have the hearts together, which is very powerful. The phone will help us, the technology will help us a lot in so many ways, as we use it in a positive way, which is together and keep the connection going. One of my ancestors used to say, because there are so many of them and they have so many saying, is please don't get to God things. They have been always saying that. Don't get to God's business. I think that's the English I want to say. Yeah. Don't get to God's business. That means don't try to think like God. Because we cannot think like Him. And nowadays with these various, what I see happen is some people go too far. And now we all have to accept and say, okay, now you understand, but now who is controlling is only God who is controlling. We pray so God can help us. We pray so God can take the coronavirus away. We pray for our ancestors. We pray for those who pass away. We feel sorry for them also, and we're going to give them a big prayer so they can go straight away in paradise. Those who pass away, all their family, we give us our big condolences. Ashe.
Yes, family. It's vitally important, the transition period. It's vitally important that we find ways to connect the things that, the dots that are being, the things that are being disconnected. We need to find a way to connect them. And if we can't do it physically, then we have to do it spiritually. And we need to do it now. Because we can't rely on technology. That's what we're saying. I was working with Baba Ade on a project called the Blackout Project, No Electrics. This was based upon the fact of the roots and the strength of our tradition is that when the electric goes off, what do you do then? There's certain things that we can't do without the electric, but we ourselves are electric. We are the original electric.
Exactly.
Yeah? So these are the things we need to start becoming the norm as our own knowledge of self, because right now the people lack the knowledge of self. That's why we are confused as to what's going on. Yeah? So we're not going to go into that too deep right now. But what I will say is, just look at the issues that's going on now and look at it through a conflict of interest. Don't argue all these polarizing arguments, because there's a lot of things going on at the same time. And you can argue about all of them. Yeah? Look at it through the lens of conflicts of interest alone. And let's take it from there. But in the meantime, let's continue to call our ancestors, because as my brother Denver said, how did we get here? How did we survive everything that we've survived to be here today?
Exactly.
Listen to the story the drums tell. Jah Rastafari. fly away home. One bright morning when the work is over, I will fly away home. people, 10 minutes time, we're going to hold our first minute silence at 9 o'clock. 20 minutes time. All right, 20 minutes time. We're going to hold our first silence, yeah? So we're going to get prepared for that. We stop probably about 5 minutes before, yeah? So just give me a cue. All right.
course.
Yes, sir. For real. Warriors! 8 minutes to go. Bless it. Give thanks. All right. Oh, pirates, yes, they robbed. Sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. So won't you help me sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs. All I ever had, redemption songs. These songs of freedom, redemption songs, these songs of freedom. Shit. 'We're going to ease into this silence because we don't want to just stop at 9 and then go for a minute. Right now we're feeling like we need to enter into this silence. Ease in, you know. So we're going to ease in with you. Back to the root. Three minutes. Let this be the first of new paradigm. As we begin to grasp the umbilical thread that connects us to footsteps far greater than we, the inner flame ignites, creating the fire that burns all illusions. As a flame, only truth could rise from the ashes. truth that leaves home in the morning must come home in the evening. So as we tune and resonate the frequency of this sound vibration, we take our place in I-story. Those that are forgotten are reborn. Words of wisdom rejuvenated and revitalized through word, sound, and power. Ashe. 1 minute. Yes, family, blessed. Let's keep this going. We will do this every week from now until we are able to do this en masse. Yeah? Soon we will be back together again doing this together. But until that time, let's develop and let's strengthen our culture. Let's empower our ability to communicate without this technology. So even if this technology is here not next week, yeah, you know that we will be here this week, and that you can tune in with us because we will be paying our respects. And the more of us come together and pay our respects together on the spiritual level collectively, to bring the things into being that we need to bring into being, to protect, to guide, and to keep us healthy, then the future will be prosperous because we have created it. The blessings of the Most High and the ancestors. So give thanks, people, and we'll see you in the forward and the next night. Blessed, one love, Jali, Rastafari. In fact, one thing before we go. Lyrics, you know. Let's come together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love. Listen to the lyrics of One Love, yeah? Don't just sing One Love like One Love, you know? Listen to the lyrics now. Listen to all of them old tunes, you know, that was telling the truth from before, because when time moves, history moves, what is good becomes more relevant, what is of substance becomes stronger. Just like we've been celebrating Baba Ade's works. His works are even stronger now, you know? Right? So we know that that's the food that's keeping us going, you know? We know that music is medicine. So let your food be medicine and medicine be your food. As music is medicine, be food. Bless up.
Cheers.